Hello, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center in Oakville, Ontario, as we continue with Week 7 of the Arena Lacrosse League. I'm Lance Wynn, working alongside JVI Productions as we get set for the St. Catharines Shockwave and the Toronto Monarchs. Starting goalies for tonight's game. For the Shockwave, it'll be Chase Martin. Comes in with a 1-0 record and an 8.67 goals against. And Craig Wendy will handle the net minding duties for Toronto. He comes in 4-2 with a 12.38 goals against average. Head coaches for tonight's game for the Shockwave, it's Ron Mouser Henry in his third season. His assistants are Roger Kleisler and Clancy Ames. And for the Monarchs, it's Blaine McCauley. He's the head coach. His assistants are Mike Falconer, Ryan Marshall, Spencer Janes, and Matt Pelkey. Set to get underway here. Officials as we get started with this big matchup here as we continue with Week 7. Roger Nurse is the crew chief. He's joined by John Sutcliffe and Dwayne Lelandberg. So action underway. Some notable absences from the Shockwave. As you see a turnover. Chris Atwood, the team's second leading scorer, not in the lineup today, but they do have Brian Neufeld back. And he will certainly be a welcome addition. He's the leading scorer on this team. Shockwave come in with a perfect 5-0 record. They have yet to taste defeat. The Shockwave have been the cream of the crop. Wide open, point blank was Seamus Shanahan, not able to handle that. The coming off a win against Paris last week, 16-10 the final. They've won 2 straight, so the league's 2 hottest teams in action here, and as we get started, it's end-to-end. Shockwave now with possession as they will set things up in the offensive end. Josh Harris will wait for the entire offense to come on, led by Brian Neufeld. Quick shot from Lane Smith. And, of course, Smith, another veteran sniper, as this Shockwave team has retooled in the offseason, and they look awfully strong in their third season here in the Arena Lacrosse League. Monarchs working the left side, losing it, but getting it back was Jordan Dance. Dance missed last week's game, and I'm sure head coach Blaine McCauley glad to get him back in the lineup, as Dance, of course, a formidable all-star. Looking for an opening, 15 on the shot clock. That shot goes wide, and no reset. 10 seconds left on the game on the shot clock. One-on-one and going hard to the net was Sam Postma. Postma coming off a 6-goal game last week, and Monarchs with some good forechecking, force a turnover, get a fresh clock to work with. We're at the 12:40 mark here, opening quarter. Scoreless ball game. Monarchs working it around the right side, looking for an opening. Postma, quick shot. Tried to utilize the screen, no reset. 10 seconds, and now the Shockwave will lug it over the timeline and go to work on offense. I'm looking at Josh Becker, looking a lot like Brian Neufeld. Good move, but not able to find the mark was Anthony Patterson. 10 on the shot clock. Good hard shot, stopped by Wendy. And the Monarchs now will move it up. Eric Krapinczyk dumps it off. And it's Tanner Buck. Buck had a hat trick in last week's affair. Underhand sneaks through the wickets. And Chase Martin would like to have that one back, but regardless, it's 1-0 for the Monarchs. Ed Renault picks up his first of the game. And Renault having himself an outstanding first year in the Arena Lacrosse League. That's his 20th goal. He's got 31 points. Off the draw, Monarchs control. Jammed into the double team, teetering on the timeline, but doing a good job at turning that corner was Tyler Ferreira. His shot stopped, though, this time by Martin. And the Shockwave will try to relieve some pressure. Martin will help out, and they'll move it up. Brooker Muir. Smith. Neufeld looking on the give and go. That pass not able to connect. The Monarchs come bring it back the other way. Sam Clare bounce shot again, sniffing 5-hole. Not that time. Good head man up to Neufeld in the offensive end. He'll stop, set things up, and wait for some numbers. Becker working through two defenders, just got a piece of that, was Wendy, enough to keep it on the right side of the goal line, and a fresh clock for the Shockwave. Patterson, quick shot. Wendy, good save. And he'll outlet and send the Monarchs the other way. 10:15 to go here, opening quarter. Monarchs with a 1-0 lead and possession. Campbell Parker had someone all over him. Back to work, Postma. Looking for a one-on-one, trying to get a screen, gets one. Not able to shed a defender, though. Gets a shot off. Good stop. And the Shockwave now will come away in transition. Johnny Jimerson. Jimerson curling around, looking for an opening. He'll remain on offense. Dump it off. They'll work the right side. Smith. Wrong stick side. He'll look for an opening. Try to dump it off. 10 on the shot clock. He'll take it hard. Try to come around. Tried to get a shot on net. Didn't manage it, and that's going to be a violation either way. Doesn't matter. It's going to be Monarchs' ball. Going to have to hustle to get it over the timeline, and they just get it over. So a good job by Buck to avoid a couple of defenders, and the offense now trying to execute here with 10 on the shot clock. Dump down low, right side. That pass knocked down. Ball loose, 2 on the shot clock. Good defense by the Shockwave, and they force a turnover. We're going to have ourselves our first officials timeout. All set to resume play here after our officials timeout. 8:49, to go, opening quarter. Monarchs holding a 1-0 lead as the Shockwave go to work. Neufeld, look for the flip. Gets it back out, plenty of time on the shot clock, still working around on the left side. Neufeld, tough angle, lets it go. Wendy a piece of it, steers it wide, goes off the mesh. No call, didn't matter, as it'll be Monarchs' ball. In transition, Buck dumps it off, looking for a Jordan Dance, streaming out of the back door. Not able to field that cleanly, and double team almost forces a turnover, and it does, as you saw Chase Martin whack that one over the glass, so possession goes to the Monarchs. Dance, good move on the spin. Again, comes with the sweet swim move. Good save, though, by Martin. And back up the other way come the Shockwave. Jamie Calhoun, he'll dump it off. He'll retreat to the bench. Becker. Working out there is Becker, getting a screen, looking for an opening, swings it back to the right side, gets it back, shot clock winding down at 5. Need a shot quickly. Get one off, right on target, scooped up by the Monarchs, and immediately a defender right on him, pressing the action. Good effort from Sam Clare to get that ball up and over the timeline. Cam Downey. Of course, no relation to Ronnie Downey, as that's going to be a violation over and back, and it's going to go to the Shockwave. Just over 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Patterson with an opening, flips it. Shanahan, he'll dump it off, wait for Becker. Becker will load, tee it up, good pad save by Wendy. Be a fresh clock for the Shockwave here with 6:45 to go. Left side, Becker leaning in and picks the corner. So some good offense Good defense, but better offense, and it's Becker that ties this game 1-1. So after the Becker goal, violation gives the Shockwave possession one more time and a chance to go back to work here in a 1-1 game. Smith out there. They dump it to the right side. Had a notion, did Patterson, not able to hang on to it. And I'm sure the coaching staff for the Shockwave would like a little more out of Patterson, as that's going to be a violation and it will be possession Monarchs. Patterson with just 10 points and only 3 goals. As Lane Smith on his way to the bench forces a turnover, ball loose, and he comes away with it. He'll dump it out. Shockwave now will be very deliberate on offense here as they go back to work. Neufeld will swing it right side. Cutter off the screen is Becker. Becker flip. Good save as Wendy up to the task one more time. Fresh clock for the Shockwave. Becker dumping down low. Neufeld swings it back out. They work to the shooter's spot. Wendy again, good stick save. Ball loose in the slot. It's Wendy that comes away with it. And he'll look for an outlet and loft one up, and it's a beauty. Monarchs will get it over the timeline. Tyler Halls getting harassed by Dustin Gatt. And Gatt does a good job. Turnover almost, and it is, as the Shockwave now will bring it back. Just under 5 minutes to go, opening quarter. Alec Tomas will flip retreat. And it'll be Shanahan that will kickstart this offense. He'll wait for Neufeld, and it's Patterson, and I think a wise decision on both parts, as the Arena Lacrosse League doing a good job of cracking down. It was Riley Morgan and Anthony Patterson. So wouldn't be a very good trade-off for the Shockwave. And I think they're both going to go for coincidental minors, as we're going to have our first vision wear. Nope, looks like it's a 4-on-4, so it will not be a power play either way, and we'll let the dust settle and sort things out. So the dust has definitely settled, and we will have our first vision wear power play, and it will go to the Shockwave. As you saw, 2 combatants both going, but the extra 2 goes to the Monarchs, and the Shockwave power play, not tops in the league, just 44% or 45%. This one they get as Josh Becker finds the mark, slips one through the pads for his second of the game, and it's 2-1 Shockwave. 4:25 to go, opening quarter. And these two teams have been battling hard from the opening faceoff as the scrum in the circle ensues. Ball loose, picked up neatly by the Shockwave. Had it momentarily, and now they do get possession. It's Brooker Muir will flip it up high, and Neufeld will quarterback this offensive set. 1-on-1 with Patty Miles on him. Takes a shot through a screen. Good save by Wendy. Miles comes away with it. He'll shoot out the outlet. Gets knocked up and over the line. Good heads-up play by Muir to let it go over the timeline first. Give his team a fresh 30 to work with, as they'll send it way up to the top and reset this offense. Becker, hard to the net. Good first step. Peels off. Curls around, looking for a screen, gets one. Draws 2 defenders, dumps it off, and almost a beautiful finish from Neufeld. Went down and up, but just a little bit too far up over the net. Wendy with the outlet, and Jordan Dance certainly interfered with, and we're going to have ourselves another vision wear power play. This time it'll be for the Monarchs. First power play opportunity of the game for the Toronto Monarchs, trailing 2-1 here to the Shockwave, working it around. They've got, of course, Jordan Dance will quarterback. And that underhand finds the post, ricochets all the way down the length of the carpet. He's out there with Cam Downey, as everyone will get a touch here. Round the horn, looking to gap the box. Dance, good backhand pass. Good shot, stopped by Martin. Ball loose. Martin picks it up and sends away a good touch outlet pass that's fished out neatly by Brooker Muir. So Muir doing a lot of the little things early on here. The intangibles that help your team win but don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet. As the Shockwave now will try to kill some of this penalty, working it down, 2 on the shot clock. And it'll be play it where it lies for the Monarchs with 54 seconds to go in the man advantage. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Back to work goes Dance. He's going to slide to the left shooter spot and find a mark. Good save by Martin. Picked up by the Monarchs. They'll get a fresh clock to work with. Ed Renault out there, big shot as that one steered aside off the screen. So the two Monarchs gunners going to work on the left side in Renault and Dance, as that's where a majority of the shots have come from here in this power play with 1.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Dance, good fakes, gets stick checked, picked up though by Renault, dumps it down. Dance tries to dive in, good shoulder save by Martin, and away come the Shockwave. Big long strides of Jordan Hopeby. So they'll work down the clock to the final minute. Neufeld starting to give and go. Penalty over now as teams are 5 aside. That rebound picked up by Patty Miles. Miles will lug it the other way over the timeline. Draws a double team. Dumps it off just in time. Zach Leas had a chance. 40 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Shockwave will try and get at least one good shot here on this possession. Monarchs thinking otherwise as they force a turnover. And a timeout called with 27.6 seconds to go here in the first. All set to go here with 27 seconds to go. Monarchs with possession and trailing by a goal. They'll play for the last shot. We're at 20. Jordan Dance will wait till 15, between 15 and 10 to kickstart this offense. And they're at 10. They'll go to work now. Cam Downey out there, Jordan Dance. They try to work that quick stick down low. Good effort, but not good enough as we've played 15 minutes here at the track. It's 2-1, Shockwave. All set to go here for quarter number 2. As quarter number 1, quite entertaining. Two good teams as the hottest two teams in the Arena Lacrosse League going head to head. Of course, the Shockwave undefeated at 5-0, and the Monarchs sitting at 4-2 and having won their last 2 games. And unfortunately, you got to know Alex Tomas, you can't check a man when he's laying on the carpet, and right off the bat here in the second, we're going to have a vision where power play. Quick pass down low by Renault, picked off, and we will have ourselves an illegal cross-check call to Tomas. Tomas did a good job of playing defense initially, but when the offensive player went down and slipped, he decided a little extra check. So vision where power play goes back to work as Renault gets it in the middle, swings it back out. Big shot under the arm of Chase Martin. So that caught him where there was no equipment, but he does a good job. Dylan LaPrade in transition. He'll wait and looking for Neufeld, who wasn't able to shed Sam Clare. Bad pass. Neufeld can't get it. Clare does, and he's going to move it up. So a couple of bad passes by the Shockwave, as that was a less than impressive offensive possession. With 1:10 to go here in the Monarchs power play, their second of the game. Dance. Out there with Parker. And Sam Postma. Bounce shot, it's a beauty. Jordan Dance comes from the side, and we're all tied 2-2. Off the draw here in a tie game. And ball loose. Initially, Shockwave had it. Monarchs did a good job of recovering, and they're going to try to get it over the timeline, but running into trouble was Nathan Etier. And now here come the Shockwave. LaPrade. Look for an opening, and he will bump it back out, and they will let the offense go to work. Becker will swing it down the lane. Smith, left corner. Smith curling around. And that forced turnover by the Monarchs as they tighten their D, and they'll bring it back. Ferreira. There's a defender on him, curls out, looking for a screen, kicks it to Dance. Dance, good fake, good first step, and tried to tiptoe around that white line, not able to avoid any of the blue area. And crew chief Roger Nurse had enough of Jordan Dance and his extracurricular, and Dance is going to give the Shockwave a Visionware power play. So a delay of game call to Jordan Dance will give the Shockwave another look. Their second power play of this game, and that shot sneaks its way in. So Brian Neufeld is on the score sheet with his first of the game and his 9th of the season, and it's 3-2 St. Catharines. Good battle off the draw, but that's scooped up by Halls. And he'll get it to Miles. Miles will shoot it up, and they go to work in transition. Good move by Postma. But is he ever clamped down on? Gets away. 2 defenders. Good save by Martin. And the Monarchs will get a fresh 30. So outstanding work by Sam Postma. Can't even believe he shed 2 defenders to get that shot off and give his team another possession. Ferreira flipped, and Postma took a hard hit from behind. Good defensive sequence for the Shockwave as they'll move it up on offense now with 11:30 to go here in the second. That shot stopped by Wendy. And in transition, Monarchs now will think better of it and pull it out and set up the offense. Renault looking for a screen from Dance. Does a good job to tuck it in and goes back to the other side. Great pass, better save. Martin with a beauty stop and point blank range for Zach Louis. And Zach Lewis not able to find the back of the net. Shockwave. Patterson got the shot off, but not able to beat Wendy, and he will loft that outlet pass to the speedy Nathan Etier. Etier will pass and retreat, and Renault will come and take his place. Going to the half boards was Parker. changed direction, peeled the other way. Under 10 on the shot clock. Gonna have to hurry. Under 5. That shot goes off the glass and off Roger Nurse, and that'll be a violation. And it will go to the Shockwave. Good job of getting rid of that. And that shot goes wide of the mark by Pace. No reset, so Pace is going to loft it off the rafters with 9:38 to go, and we're going to have ourselves an officials timeout. Back at her with 9:38 to go here in a 3-2 game. Second quarter, and being pressured is LaPrade, and that's going to be a too many men call on the Monarchs. So a tough call that goes against Blaine McCauley's crew, and as you can see, Blaine McCauley not in attendance here in this game, as he had to miss this one. Dump down the lane. Smith tried the jump shot, didn't come up with anything. No reset on the shot clock. Patterson sizing it up, kicks it back to the top. Neufeld, the shooter. Becker, swing, quick stick Smith, no. Picked up by Neufeld, can't find the mark. That's going to be a violation. It's going to go to the Monarchs. So Spencer Janes has taken over the reins, and my apologies for not realizing the reigning coach of the year was not on the bench for the Monarchs. Toronto now with it, with 1:22 to go in the man short. Buck. Ten on the shot clock. He's just going to wait and kill some time. Going to avoid a defender in Alex Henry and take that shot on the mark. Martin had to be awake for that, as Jordan Dance once again in the middle of everything, as LaPrade will move it up. Same power play unit out there with Lane Smith, Neufeld, Becker, Patterson. Patterson had a good job of getting a stick in the shooting lane. So Tanner Buck doing it at both ends of the floor. Turnover, though, with 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. Great effort by Ferreira as he fought for that ball, and that's going to go up over the glass, and that's going to be possession to Toronto. Buck with 20 seconds to go in the penalty. They will hold it until the penalty's over. Krapinczyk hanging on to it, and interference call, a legal screen, and it'll be the Shockwave now that bring it up. The penalty is over. Teams are at full strength. 7:30 to go here in the half. Neufeld will loft it right back out to Patterson. Patterson looking for a screen, curls out on the run, stopped by Wendy. Wendy there to pounce on that rebound. And again, he will send Halls away. Claire will stay out there on offense, working on the left side, bulls his way in, working, post up, tried to get the shot off, didn't find the mark. 2-on-1 now for the Shockwave in transition. Good defense by the Patty Miles and the Monarchs as they force the Shockwave to regroup and get their full offense out there with 15 on the shot clock. Neufeld, skip pass. Pace, back to Neufeld. Again, bounce shot, stopped by Wendy. Good box out and flip, as it'll be Miles that will lug it over the timeline with 6:20 to go here in the half. Renault. With Dance, Dance draws two defenders. They switch back to Renault, who gets Miles, who stayed out there, and that's for sure going to be a high sticking call, as we will have another Visionware power play. Bill O'Brien, the guilty party, he's going to go for an illegal cross-check, and the Monarchs are going to go to work on their third power play. They are 0 for 2. Dance out there with Renault, swinging around on the interchange, looking for that backdoor screen, and quick stick to Postma. And we're going to see what referee John Sutcliffe has to say. I think he's going to send both players to the penalty box. So Houtby and Cam Downey, coincidental minors, and we'll play 5-on-4. As I stand corrected, it's going to be a wait for clarification, and it is a 5-on-4 situation here for the Monarchs, still for 1:36. As the Shockwave now will kill some time, under 20 on the shot clock. Patterson will swing it over Neufeld. Out there with Lane Smith and Josh Harris. Smith, the give and go, tucks it in, good hard shot. Wendy closed up that 5-hole, and he sends away Michael Gillen. Gillen will think better of it and change his mind, go hard to the net, but LaPrade with a good stick check. Good recovery. And it's hockeyed back to Ferreira, looking down low, turning, spinning was Lewis. Another good save from Martin, and in transition, Brooker Muir. Wrong stick side, big save by Wendy. Rebound is picked up LaPrade. With 40 seconds in the man short situation. Patterson out there with Neufeld. Neufeld logs a lot of time. Had a notion, couldn't pull the trigger, flipped over, 4 on the shot clock. Becker with a defender on him, and that's a violation, and it's going to go back the other way with 4:18 to go here in the second quarter. 10 seconds left in the Monarchs power play. And we're at full strength here as the penalty's over. Diving and looking for that corner was Dance. And no one in the league does it better than he does. The only difference was Chase Martin on him. Backdoor. Beauty up, down, and just sneak it in. Brian Neufeld out the back door, pockets his second of the game, and it's 4-2 Shockwave. Much needed goal for the Shockwave as they spread the gap to 4-2, and they have possession here with 3:40 to go in the half. Smith on the half boards, left side. Wait for a screen from Patterson. Screen and go. Patterson didn't expect it. Wrong stick side, got it, made a recovery, took it back, stick check. He'll get it again with 6 on the shot clock. They dump it down. Loose in the slot, and that's going to be a violation, and it will be Monarchs ball. As we're going to have ourselves another officials timeout. Set to go here after the officials timeout with 3:11 to go in the second quarter. Alex Henry is going to apply the pressure here. But tough to beat speed. And very resilient, though, was Henry. as he managed to get Cam Downey at the last minute. Ball loose, and it's Henry winning this battle as he'll scoop it up off the carpet, 2-on-1. Henry looking to go up, down, can't find the back of the net. No reset as it didn't touch anything, but the Shockwave will retain possession. LaPrade. Neufeld. 2:30 to go, 10 on the shot clock. They kick it back out. Shot is blocked. No reset again, another one blocked. That one's a violation, even though Wendy made a good save, and it's going to go to the Shockwave. Miles up to Renault, and Renault now will wait for the rest of the troops. Working on the boards. Postma swings it back to the left side. Parker dumps it off. Renault, he too getting harassed. That shot almost slipped through as Martin was up to the task. Brooker-Muir puts his head down, goes hard to the net, flips it back out, looking for Lane Smith, can't find him. Neufeld, though, there to pick up the loose ball off the board. Smith, tough angle, off a defender. Here come the Monarchs. Minute 35 to go here in the half. Good transition defense from the Shockwave as Tyler Simmons gets it off, though, to Dance. Dance gets his shot off. It's between the legs of Martin. Does a good job to make sure he and his team are the only ones that can touch it. And LaPrade now will get it over the line and flip it back. Patterson into the final minute of the opening half. 4-2 Shockwave. Wide open was Becker, had all day, but not able to beat Wendy. And it's going to come back up the floor in a different direction. Tyler Ferreira. Season opening, tries to curl it over, switch. That's right off the Shockwave logo. And now St. Catharines will hustle it over and go to work with 40 seconds to go. O'Brien will dump it off to Muir. They'll swing it around to Neufeld. He's on the half board's left side. 15 on the shot clock. Kicks it back out to Josh Becker. Becker, Smith. Smith curling around. Put the shoulder down, flips to Patterson in all alone. Picks the far corner. No one picked up Anthony Patterson, and he made him pay his first of the game. It's 5-2 Shockwave. So I alluded to Patterson at the beginning of the telecast, and he steps up, picking up that goal late in the half, and with the possession, Shockwave call a timeout with 15.2 seconds left in the second. .2 seconds left in the second quarter. Shockwave will be very deliberate here. Shot clock turned off, and they're going to let it run down to 10 and go to work. They go to work now. Good pressure by the Monarchs. Jumped over. Neufeld shot. Stopped by Wendy. Rebound picked up. Smith can't finish. And that will do it for the half. After 30 minutes, it's the Shockwave 5, the Monarchs 2. All locked and loaded now for third quarter action with the Shockwave leading 5-2. Big goal from Anthony Patterson with 20 seconds remaining in the half has given them the momentum, and right off the bat, good job transition, and that tackle is going to cost the Monarchs 2 minutes at the very least. So a good job by Johnny Jimerson. Jimerson in a defensive role here in this game. He is a very good offensive player as well, as with under 10 on the delayed shot, Patterson teed that one up, stopped by Wendy, and we will have another Visionware power play. Fourth power play of the game for the Shockwave. They've already got one power play goal as they'll work it around the horn with Neufeld, Smith, Becker out there on the left side, working that same left side. Gap in the box, looking for an opening. Shot, stopped by Wendy. Corralled and moved up by the Monarchs. Good job of getting it over the timeline was Krapinczyk. And they'll haul it back out with a minute and a half to go in the man short. Try to kill some time. Lewis. And that one is going to get flipped down by Buck into the corner. And it will now be the Shockwave that go to work with a minute 6 to go in the man advantage. Neufeld, Becker, Smith out there with Patterson. And Pace. Big shot, better save. In a whole heap of trouble as the Shockwave converge, force a turnover. Lane Smith down on the crease. Had a notion, kick it back out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Skip pass back to the top. Underhand, top corner. So talk about feeling it. Josh Becker with his third of the game. And it's 6-2 Shockwave. With 13 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Off the draw, that's intercepted by the Monarchs. And they're going to try to hold on long enough to get possession, but the Shockwave pressure relentless, and they forced a turnover, and Brooker-Muir now will lug it over the timeline. So the Shockwave winning the battles at both ends of the floor. And now they go back to work with a 4-goal lead, their largest of the game. Neufeld, another skip pass back to back. Josh Harris kicked it back, bounce shot, comes up clean, and goes over the timeline. Harris, though, with the muscle, leans in, and looking for that corner. Good save by Martin, and Jordan Dance there to recover. With 4 defenders right on him, and they're going to have to hurry to get it over the timeline. My apologies, wrong end, as they'll work on offense. Postma will swing it over. Dance. Curling around left side, looking for an opening. Dodges, gets a screen underhand, misses the mark, tries to corral the rebound. Does, from his knees no less, and still goes to work. Another underhand try. No reset, as that is a violation. And we're going to have another Visionware power play. Bill O'Brien will spend another 2 minutes in the box, his second penalty of this game. This for an illegal cross-check, and the Monarchs now with their 4th power play. They are 0 for 3. Dance at the top, underhand, stopped by Martin. Outlet looking, had LaPrade streaking down, but thought better of it and got it to Brooker-Muir. Muir, good hesitation. Was going to pull the trigger, thought better of it, and dancing around with it. Good stick skills. 10 on the shot clock, and he'll take the pounding. Look for an opening, get a shot off, and it was a good shot. Wendy had to be on point, and he was. Ferreira, long strides, gets it over the timeline, and does a flip to Renault, and Renault will swing across to Downey. Around the horn it goes with just under a minute to go in the man advantage. It was a good pass as shot clock violation is going to give the ball back to the Shockwave. And they're going to have to hustle to move it up. Good job by Hope B, and he'll flip to Neufeld. We've seen some high-scoring games in the Arena Lacrosse League and some tight ones like this one, as these two teams playing both ends of the carpet. Neufeld lofts it into the corner. Patterson double team. He had that taken away from him, and it'll be Patty Miles. Miles doesn't have numbers, but he'll peel out and flip it off to Dance. 9:45 to go here in the third. Big shot, blocked again. Shockwave doing a good job getting those sticks in the shooting and passing lanes. In transition, quick shot, and buried it. Isaac Vanderzalm, he's on the score sheet. It's 7-2. The Monarchs in a bit of a drought here. They've been stuck on 2 for quite some time, and right back at him. Shockwave again. Good save by Wendy. And that's going to be an illegal cross-check and another Visionware power play to go along with our officials' timeout. Matt Hodgkins, the the guilty party here, as the Shockwave now will go to work with their 5th power play of this game. They've already got 2 power play markers and lead this one comfortably 7-2. Round the horn, wide open is Becker, looking top corner, steered aside by Wendy. Neufeld not able to play that carom. Doesn't matter, as they'll get a fresh clock as they move it on up. Minute and a half to go, in the power play. Working the right side. Becker at the top. Neufeld. Becker swung around. Kicked back to Becker. Looking down low. Quick stick. Not there. Lane Smith fighting for the rebound on the half boards. Flipped up as that goes off the screen. Will go up the other way to the Monarchs. Wendy, good bounce pass to hit Dance out of the box. And Dance will zip by 2 defenders, go to the bounce. Not able to corral it, and here come the Shockwave. So good transition attack, but great job by Dylan LaPrade. Caught the crease on the dive, and it'll be Toronto ball. 42 seconds left in the Monarchs penalty. Buck could use a little something out of Buck here today, as he was outstanding in Paris last week. But this Shockwave is one tough team, both offense and defensively. That will go up, and with 7:45 to go, the Shockwave now will go to work. 15 seconds left in the man advantage. Neufeld, Becker, Lane Smith's going to play the top here. And a cutting Becker just missed the mark. Picked up by the Monarchs, and Hall. And he draws a penalty, a slash at the very least. So Tyler Hall's more than a handful, as he draws a crowd and a penalty, and we'll have another Visionware power play. Anthony Patterson, sinner number 1. He's going to go 2 minutes for slashing. And the Monarchs now with their 5th power play of this game. They're 0 for 4. Dance at the top. This is a very prolific power play. They come in at almost 127% on the power play, so that's almost every time. And it has been a different story here as Postma tracks that down, and we're going to get another Visionware power play. It's going to be a holding the stick call. Ed Renault tried to pull the wool over the Stripes' eyes, and he gets called for holding the stick. And we'll play some 4-on-4 here as he nullifies that power play. Shockwave, top corner. Beauty shot from Josh Harris. And man, that was a sweet finish. And the Shockwave continue to lead. So we'll continue to play 4-on-4. 8-2 in favor of the Shockwave, and they're awfully tough to beat when leading after 3 quarters. They are undefeated, 5-0. So 1:25 to go in the Monarchs penalty. 50 seconds to go in the Shockwave. Looking for an opening, trying to get one, not able to do it was Downey. Running out of time, Dance, quick shot, wide of the mark. Play it where it lies, here comes the Shockwave. James Calhoun. Brooker Muir, flip to Brian Neufeld. Neufeld on the dump. I almost slipped it through the arm of Wendy. Wendy hits Dance out of the box. Dance with Neufeld on him. Good backhand pass to Postma. Good speed. Right stick hand side. Went to the far corner. Good save by Martin. Martin with a good outlet pass. He finds Van der Zalm. And Van der Zalm will give it off to Neufeld. So the Shockwave offense has been on the carpet a majority of the time. And they continue to be effective as they go to work with the man advantage. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Neufeld, wide open, dumps it down low. Smith hasn't been able to get that quick stick going. Has had numerous opportunities in this game and not able to finish on either. Ferreira flips it up, lofts it off, and looking down low, quick stick to Dance. Takes a hit. Here come the Shockwave. Van der Zalm will wait for the rest of the troops. Gets harassed, dodges a defender. He'll flip and retreat. Becker. Becker off the post. And Wendy didn't know where it was, but he landed on it. And we're going to have ourselves our second officials timeout. Team's at full strength here after the officials timeout. Jordan Dance one-on-one. Not quite sure who's going to keep up with him as he blows a tire. And the Shockwave now had their work done for them. They'll trot back the other direction. Muir. Good pressure by the Monarchs. Skip pass, right side, one-on-one. Quick shot, stopped by Wendy. Wendy looking for the outlet. Will toss it out the front door. And Ed Renault now gets some momentum going. Tries to tuck it by Martin. No room. And the Shockwave will return the favor. Muir. Right side looking for Becker. Not able to get it. Good short hop pickup by Claire. Went to the wrong stick side though. Looking back, trailer, stopped by Martin. So Martin's been awfully good here between the pipes for St. Catharines. And you look and he comes in at 1-0 with an 8.67 goals against. That in this game of lacrosse is minuscule. He hasn't logged as many games, though, of course, as the usual starter, and that's Crawley. And finding the mark was Lane Smith. So he gets off the snide and on the score sheet, and it's 9-2. .247 to go here in the third quarter. Shockwave in complete control here, as they've been able to capitalize on Toronto miscues. The Monarchs just seem to go into a bit of an offensive shell. They haven't been able to solve Chase Martin. Not nearly enough, and 15 on the shot clock. Good swarming D by the Shockwave. And that's going to be an interference call, and we could have some more vision wear penalties, and we don't. So cooler heads did prevail there. Good job of officiating. as they allowed the combatants to get it out of their system. Postma been awfully quiet in this game. Dance dumps it off, playing on that crease, but wide of the mark. So Ferreira had Martin beat, wasn't able to put it between the posts and in. And the Shockwave now look to take advantage with 1:50 to go in the third. Neufeld whips it back up. Becker gets ahead of steam going. He continues to go, but he's matched, finds his way. Good save by Wendy. So one-on-one, Michael Gillen doing everything he could. And Dance fakes his way out of that situation, head man up. And sorry, that was Tanner Buck with some good moves. Postma swinging around. Looking down low, but again, haven't been able to capitalize. 5 on the shot clock, gonna have to hurry. No chance though for Parker. As with 59 seconds to go here in the third, Shockwave will take over. They'll look to be very deliberate here and try to wield the dagger that breaks the Monarchs back. Dump down. 10 on the shot clock. Lane Smith again. Good save by Wendy. Patty Miles knocked it back unintentionally, so no back in. Wendy, a two-hopper to Dance. Dance, money in the bank with the hands. Gets out of trouble, dumps it off. 25 seconds to go. Gat. He's going to move it up. Tomas. Neufeld. Becker. 10 on the game clock. Neufeld will size it up. Becker. Shot wide. Under 5. Hustling for it. And doing a good job to capitalize before the buzzer was Sam Clare. And it's 9-3. All ready to go for the fourth quarter. And it was the Monarchs getting an empty netter at the buzzer. Big save by Wendy, as a bit of a delay in the intermission as Wendy had to adjust his equipment. Not quite sure what the repair was, but Monarchs now go to work on offense. Trailing 9-3. Big first step and off the post. So good job by Krapinczyk. Not able to find the mark, and here come the Shockwave. Out the back door, Lane Smith. Boom, one fake. Big save by Wendy. You're not often you see Lane Smith stop point blank with a golden opportunity. Ball still loose in the corner. Two Monarchs there, but it's Dylan LePray that's fighting hard, and it will be Monarchs ball. Good stick check by Brooker Muir. He's going to take it in. He's got Tanner Buck on him. Switch, one-handed shot stopped by Wendy. So Brooker Muir with good quick hands to knock that away from Tanner Buck and create himself a scoring opportunity. Buck flips to Dance. Dance, good spin. Kicked it back out, looking for the quick stick, not there. Headman's going to go softly, but a little too far. Able to track it down was Vanderzalm, and they will get the rebound and a fresh clock. There hasn't been too many facets of the game that the Shockwave haven't dominated here in this game. Holding this Monarchs offense to just 3 goals over 3 quarters. Pace got a shot off, stopped by Wendy. Rebound again. Pace looking for it. Had it pop out of his stick, but he continues to hustle and he'll get his team possession. Neufeld, underhand, wide of the mark. 10 on the shot clock. Pace looking for an opening. Give and go. Big save by Wendy again. Monarchs now will lug it up and over the timeline. Renault with one defender to beat. Curls out, swings it up, and they'll work the right side. Postma, good dump off. Not able to handle that, though, was Lewis, and now the Shockwave. Smith ran right by that pass, and that one is flipped blindly, but it finds a Monarch stick. Riley Morgan tried to go 5-hole, but denied as Chase Martin is out of this game and Goen Abrams has taken over the duties between the pipes. So an outstanding game for Chase Martin as he surrendered just 2 goals. Monarchs now with lead pass too far. Ferreira, though, tracks it down off the corner boards. And they've got 15 on the shot clock. Dance. Time now to look for a little something positive you can take out of this game. Knowing that the Shockwave here are clearly the measuring stick in this league. Good underhand by Dance. Stopped by Abrams. And the Shockwave now will hustle over the timeline, but time is on their side. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the 4th. DJ Nedelko flip it back. Looking down low, Neufeld tried to plop it neatly in that far corner, but couldn't find the mark. Ball loose, and it'll be possession to Toronto. 10.5 to go. 9-3 in favor of the Shockwave, and that pass is picked off. Shockwave with numbers. Good speed, but not able to find the mark was Isaac van der Zalm. He's already got 1 transition goal here in this game, and it'll be Patty Miles on the offensive end that picks it up, rolls off a check, and he'll dump it off to Ferreira. Buck, the half boards, makes a move, curls back out, skip past the Postma. Good fake, gets a screen, goes low, stopped by Abrams. Rebound goes to the Shockwave. Good outlet pass to Mikey Shea. And Shea will look for Lane Smith. Smith will think better of it and wait for the rest of the troops. 9:35 to go. Kick back out to Becker. Becker swim move. Looking to split the D. Flips it back to Patterson. Neufeld on the curl. Can't find the net at all. 5 on the shot clock. Patterson fakes a shot. Going to have to shoot it. And finds the top corner. So Wendy was looking for a dump in. And Becker said, top corner. 4th of the game. 10-3. So an insurmountable lead here for the Shockwave. And they're back at it again. Good save by Wendy, though. And question is, do you leave Wendy in? And as he finds Postma, beautiful outlet, Postma goes to the hard underhand. Not able to find the mark. Ferreira gets the rebound. And they're back to work now with 8:46 to go. Ferreira on the curl. Looking for Dance. Dance. Good job of curling it. Takes a hard hit. Comes back the other way. So Jordan Dance ends what seems like a long drought with his 2nd of the game. And it's 10-4. So Jordan Dance came into this game with 9 goals, 9 assists. He's got 2 goals, but he's only played 3 games. So you certainly want Jordan Dance in the lineup more often than not if you're the coaching staff for the Toronto Monarchs. 8:14 give and go, gone and went. 10 on the shot clock. And it's knocked down over the timeline. And racing for it is Patty Miles. And Dylan LaPrade did a good job just to get it up there. And we're going to have ourselves an officials timeout. Ready to resume action here with just under 8 minutes to go. Monarchs Ed Renault will beat one defender, got the shot off, wide of the mark, tracked down by Postma, and they got a fresh clock. That shot stopped, but a good rebound pickup by Postma. Better stop, though, by Abrams, and we're going to have another Visionware power play. Alex Henry, the guilty party. He'll spend 2 minutes in the box. And for the sixth time, the Monarchs will have a man advantage. They're 0 for 5. Renault at the top. Big bounce shot will find the gondola. And that will go the other way. Big difference between a bounce shot on carpet, bounce shot on cement. And that just looked like a bit of a hook in the stick. Either way, Shockwave now go back to work on offense. Muir, wrong stick side. Track some attention, will curl out, 5 on the shot clock, looking for Neufeld. Neufeld covered, and the Monarchs will come away with it. Neufeld, though, doing a good job of hustling. So despite the 6-goal lead, still doing some work. And good effort there by Brian Neufeld. That's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but that was a very impressive hustle play. And they're looking to kill another 45 seconds in this man short. So Neufeld doing a good job of special teams as well as manning and quarterbacking the offense on the regular. As that pass misses Muir and shot clock's going to wind down. We're at 6:05 here in the fourth. Miles. Find Postma out of the back door, and he'll get it to Dance, and they'll set things up. Swing it around, and it's Louis that was at the top there. Dance couldn't hold that. Under 10 on the shot clock. Louis, big shot, right on target. Stopped by Abrams. Abrams will loft this out. Backdoor lane. Smith not able to scoop it up. Got some help, though. So Josh Harris tried to capitalize, but a good stick check at the other end prevented that. And here come the Monarchs. James Vesna. Dance. Got a good screen. Tried to tuck it under the arm. Abrams got enough of it to steer it wide. Fresh clock for the Monarchs. Dance gets a screen on the run. Shot wide. Plenty of time on the shot clock. That's going to be a violation. And we'll go to St. Catharines. Becker, Neufeld. Neufeld avoids Halls, flips it back to Lane Smith all day. No look pass all day, but a big save. 2 big saves. So Wendy up to the task there and charged that man with robbery. And we're going to have ourselves an officials timeout. 37 to go here in the fourth. Renault getting pressured by Calhoun. And unfortunately, we have an injury here, and it's Zach Louis. And he's in some considerable pain. Zach Lewis helped off the floor, and we will certainly check his status. Looked like something to do with the knee. I think he, on a hit, may have gotten, or on a pivot, may have gotten caught on the turf, and that sort of almost like getting your cleats lodged in an infield or in an outfield, and the cleat stays and your knee twists, and that's a problem. And that may be the case for Lewis. We hope he'll be okay, but we will get you a status report whenever that becomes available. 3:50 to go here in the fourth. Monarchs. Ferreira. Swinging around the horn. Still got to be deliberate. Tough game, and you're probably not going to make up that 6-goal deficit. But you can still do some things right. Dance, long shot, stopped by Abrams. So the Monarchs missing their head coach, missing a little bit of offense as well. And we noted off the top that Chris Atwood, the Shockwave, one of the Shockwave's leading scorers, not in the lineup. So they were a bit undermanned and still came up as Lane Smith comes big. That one steered off the screen. Will remain possession St. Catharines. Neufeld. 3 minutes to go. In all kinds of traffic was Harris, but managed to retain possession. Becker took a hard hit, got a screen, draw two, tried to spin away as he gets mauled. 5 on the shot clock. Monarchs now force a turnover and they bring it up the other way. Halls, and we're going to get a too many men call on the Monarchs. So the Monarchs not happy with the too many men call, and once again we allude to the fact that it doesn't matter what time in the game it is, a violation is a violation. As Neufeld's shot steered off the right shoulder of Wendy. We're at 2:10 to go. Teeing that one up was Patterson, and that goes wide of the mark. Possession to the Monarchs. They'll hustle it up. Ferreira out of the back door. Shot stopped by Abrams. And that's going to be an illegal cross-check, and I think Brooker Muir is going to spend 2 minutes in the box. Another Visionware power play. So just under 2 minutes to go here as Brooker Muir will nullify that St. Catharines power play with an illegal cross-check, and it'll be 4-on-4. Dance. Postma. Kick out Renault. Hesitation. Back to Dance. Dance shot wide of the mark. Rebound picked up. Another big shot off the post. So that's going to be a reset. Wendy's going to have to come get it. And there's 1:25 to go here in this game. Ferreira. Teed that up, and Abrams just got enough to stop it from trickling straight back. It veered wide left and stayed out of the net. Under a minute to go now in this game. Neufeld. 10-4 lead for the Shockwave. They're going to go to 6-0. The Monarchs are going to fall to 4-3. And adding insult to injury is Josh Becker. He's got 5, and it's 11-4. So with 41 seconds to go, this one's pretty much academic as the Shockwave, once again, have not tasted defeat. Monarchs will regroup, get their head coach back, and I'm sure the next time these two teams meet, it will be as competitive as the first couple of quarters were. It was 2-1 after 1, 5-2 at the half, 9-3 after 3, and 11-4. So they held these Monarch team to 1 goal in each quarter, and that will do it. The St. Catharines Shockwave remain perfect. The Monarchs fall for just the 3rd time. That'll do it for us as we will continue with Week 7 tomorrow at the ILA.